Okay, so it's Thursday. Finally, the weekend is almost here. We've been here quite a while, but we're moving along with the week.
It's, I wish people would see what we do behind the scenes just before 7 o'clock.
We're like, boom, 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 right there.
And then we say, act normal, act normal.
Yeah.
And then we, stabilize.
Be calm. This is the only thing you need to watch at this hour of the day. This is Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oniso.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. It's a morning for lots of tea and coffee and cocoa and whatever it is that you usually have. But we are coming to you with something really special today. So it's going to be nice.
Indeed.
Right?
You're probably wondering, how does this all happen? Well, we're live at the studios of TVC Communications right here in Lagos.
And of course, you can check us out on tvcontinental.tv, where we are also live, and
indeed.
on Facebook as well at TVC Connect. You can watch us anywhere around the world. That's true.
Now, make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. We had a hashtag on the show yesterday made of plantain.
All right.
Just want to remind you how that looked.
Plantain hashtag.
I can also remind you how
And
it
fried
tasted.
yam.
It tasted very good.
Fried yam and stuff. But, we have somebody...
Else.
Another chef joining us this morning. When it's Thursday, there's lots of sugar and chocolate and stuff in the kitchen. And Mary is with Chef Jules.
Good morning. Good morning. He's going to be here this morning.
Hey, our red sewing machine is back.
Oh yeah,
It
I
is
can capture. Sewing machine. Today we'll be baking Chef Jules' signature ginger lemon bundt cake. My bundt
Ginger and lemon.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
I'm loving that neck piece, and I have a feeling you're not leaving the studio with it. Just so you know, I'm just informing you ahead of time.
Seriously.
That is a neck piece.
Yes.
It's huge. Wow.
Beautiful.
It looks like something from Southern Africa. Okay, well, we're heading straight to this morning's highlights. Lots of stuff for you. We're starting with etiquette. Etiquette.
Especially.
And, talking about phone etiquette and guiding phone conversations. And Janet Adetu will be joining us shortly to give us tips about this.
Very important, very, very important. And then it's on to a discussion with our friends from Dufil Prima. Now they are going to honor some heroic kids once again this year, and we get to find out a lot more about that event.
Yeah, of course, as usual, we're going to be bringing you live performances on the show like we usually do. Pool of talent that Nigerian has to offer. Orezi will be live on the show for a musical performance today.
And then, of course, on Thursdays, we have our weekly book chat. Finally, after waiting for quite a while, she's around. Tosin Ajibade, a.k.a. Olori Supergirl. She'll be here. We're going to be discussing her and her new book called Social Misfit to Social Media Hero.
It's Supergal.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
Super
with a G-A-L. No.
Gay.
G-A-L.
Wow, Yomi got
So
something
it's not
right.
Supergirl.
Yeah. You know what? Is idea that's needed.
Mike looks like he's barely out of it.
Hunger. Really?
It's catching you.
He actually said hungry is catching. You want to trend like
Can you
I didn't get
transliterate?
caught.
Can you transliterate?
What is wrong today with Yomi?
Ebing Pami in English.
In English.
Yeah?
Hunger is killing
Hunger
me,
is-
literally.
Yeah.
That's actually like the equivalent of I'm starving. Because to starve is for hunger to kill. So it's not actually hunger, it's starving. That's what it means.
All this plenty
I'm
talk
starving.
No, Mike knows he's hungry.
Anyway,
We have to create a structure of having, a better breakfast like earlier before we start the show. Like maybe we should just really dedicate time to putting
we need to
something
help
on the
ourselves.
table.
When my waist.
we need to help ourselves. You see, anyways, but it's Thursday, and of course, we're going to be 58 in about a few days' time.
Yeah.
And it's always a time of reflection whenever we're getting close to our independence. There's so much we should be. There's so much we could be that we are not. So it's always a time of reflection. Like, I don't know, is it bittersweet for you or bitter sweet? Bitter. I don't know. How is it for you?
Well,
It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because all I can think about is the $700 billion of, well, listen, $700 billion oil revenue since the past 50 years. And most of it has gone to people's pockets.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And you also wonder how people can take so much money. Some people, no, it's actually worrisome.
It's crazy, yeah.
Like,
I think it's
you know
ridiculous.
what it means to say your generations. I'm not talking about your children. We're talking about your generations, unborn. They're already settled, unless somebody defrauds them.
Abacha has been giving us gifts for the past 10 years.
I'm telling you.
My goodness, like this is actually a problem. It's something I would liken to psychiatric issues, because when you feel you need to keep amassing wealth, is a problem. It's and like you're not even
hoarder's mentality.
Thank you.
That is, it is, and it's actually a condition.
It's a condition. It's a serious one. And if you don't work hard for your money, you don't have value for the money. You spend it carelessly, and that's why we're having issues now. No extra money anymore, and everyone is complaining.
I want to stop Mary.
How did we end up at this bus stop?
Hoarder's mentality. I know that there's chin-chin inside Mike's pocket. Open it. Let's see. Open it.
Let's just go straight to the news.
Stop
opening, Mike.
Nigeria at 58, Nigeria at 58, and we're talking about...
Okay, we have news, people. We have news.
You know how we do it every Thursday morning, and you are so surprised. I'm sure you are surprised this morning seeing everybody here. Yes, we're getting ready for October 1st Independent Workout. I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have my wonderful co-trainer here, T-Fit in the building, and we have Trado Fit here. So we're going to take you all through some wonderful section this morning. So stay tuned. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's march it out. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, 10, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, hop, go, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay, take it up, go, 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 2, come on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, T-Fit, are you ready? Okay, go, go, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, over to you, come on, good, yeah, push it, go, 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 yeah, come on, good job, awesome, go, good, go, oh, go, 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 awesome, good, yeah. Don't stop, keep moving, yeah, whoa, yeah, go, ooh, yeah, go, awesome, yeah, come on, oh, yeah, come on, hey, oh, yeah, Trado Fit, you should get in, good job, come on, whoa, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, this is the African style, you know, yeah. Good job. Come on. Come on. Good job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Go, go, whoa. Go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. I'm having fun. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Some high knees. Good. Good. Your hands side to side. Perfect. Go, go, go. 5. Come on, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. Pop, 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 pop. Good. Good. Go. Come on. Go. Whoa. Go. Hey. Go. Last one. Okay, side to side step. Good job. Good. That's it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees up. Take it down. 2. Good job. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Keep moving. What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Perfect. Let's go. Push it. Go. This is Nigeria, baby. Come on. Keep moving. Last one. Good. Take it. Good. And switch. Good. Good. Whoa. How you guys doing? Hey. Let's go. Go. Perfect. Are you ready, Tiffin? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, over to you. Side, yeah. Good job. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kick, kick, go. Whoa, go. Kick, kick, go. Hey, 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 go. Come on. O'Shea, go. Go, go. Come on. Good job. Yeah. Match it out. Straddle feet. Just run it up. Good. Hey, good. Go. 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 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Good job. The last one. Okay, good job. Thank you so much. You know how we do it. Are you guys good? Okay, you want more of this? Let's see you October 1st at University of Lagos, 7 a.m. Don't miss it. Peace. Whoa.
All right. You're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. As you can see, a lot of preparation has been going on. And I love all the activity in the garden. You needed to have seen Chef Juliet. She was like, I was like, okay.
Oh, please.
Welcome to the kitchen. It's a Thursday. And that means, of course, that Chef Jules is ready to break up something amazing right now.
Okay.
So what's the amazing recipe for today?
Good morning, people. It's actually my special recipe. I'm crystallizing ginger.
Ginger?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Here
You could bring it here briefly.
You know, here pressure cooker. I used to cook this dices of ginger.
Okay.
I cooked it down for over like an hour and a half.
Okay.
So I have it very supple and tender.
Okay.
Then now I'm cooking it here now with sugar to make it syrup. Okay. So once it dries out.
If I don't have a pressure cooker and I want to make this soft, what do I do?
You just cook it regular pots. Make sure it's
take longer.
A heavy base pot, so it cooks like, say, 2 hours or thereabouts.
2 hours?
Yes.
But how long did it take you with the pressure cooker?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yes.
So I should be ready to boil my ginger for 2 hours.
Or you can cut slivers of it, so it's very tiny, and so you don't really have, so it's faster.
Okay, fantastic. So what else are we making use of?
Okay, so we have our expensive flour.
Flour
has gone up now.
You know, we're talking about bread last week.
Yeah. So
I haven't seen much difference though. Perhaps it's going to take a while.
Yes, I noticed there's the back and forth with the bread saying, oh, we don't want to increase our price. Some people are kind of cutting back on the dough weight so that, you know, they can maintain the price.
I was going to point that out because you remember last week you were talking about the fact that it's about the weight.
Yes.
Now I noticed that what used to go for 250 is now 300.
Smaller.
And there are some loaves of bread going for 250 that are slightly smaller, but many people haven't observed that.
And that's the backlash for us really, because to now make new pans costs money.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So we have our flour.
All right.
We have half a teaspoon of salt here, which I'm going to add to it.
Okay, half a teaspoon. How much flour is that?
2.5 cups of flour.
2.5 cups.
And here we have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We're not baking baking powder today because we're using sour cream.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that. That's the dry. Then also, I'll need to use 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of. Can you help me with this?
Zest.
Yes.
Okay. This is more or less my specialty.
I'm using my Bundt pan, my special Bundt pan, B-U-N-D-T. Someone asked me, are you sure? Is that the correct spelling? Like it is Bundt, like it was Bundt pan. So now it has some crevices, you know, has some, you know, nooks and crannies contoured nicely for a fancy design.
Yeah.
So I've already buttered it. So I'm going to add some flour to it.
Okay, so if you're new to Chef Jules' zesting method, it's very important for you to make sure that when you're trying to get out the zest in the lemon, you make sure you still have a bit of the green there. The moment it's getting too much in the skin, you're already taking the bitter part.
Oh, you're a good student.
Yes, I am. I know, right? Okay, so we'll get on with the process.
Yeah.
We have to take this break now. We will be back. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria. All right, you're welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. As you can see, a lot has been happening. We've already finished with 1 lemon. This is what it should look like when you finished removing the zest, okay? This is what it should look like. Chef Jules actually praised me. She said, you're very good at this. I know, right? You're a good teacher. Okay, so for those who are tuning in, what are we making again today?
Okay, we're making Chef Jules' special ginger lemon buns cake.
Okay.
And we had our flour. We also had some crystallized ginger tossed in there.
Yeah.
Then we have baking powder, salt, and now lemon zest.
Okay.
Now, if you don't know how to juice your lemon, once you kind of zest the skin, well, just press it, roll it around the table like this. Then you cut through it.
Can you move this a bit upward?
Yes.
So
we
we
already
can
have,
see
yeah.
it?
So
Yeah.
then we have this. We just squeeze out so nicely. See, rich,
And
rich
then, of course,
juice.
remember to remove the seeds.
Yes.
Lemon
you know,
juice can be so
sometimes I don't
exciting.
remove the seeds, interestingly.
You bake it?
I just let it settle under.
Oh, okay. I thought
Then
you
you
were
pick
going to
it
put
out.
it in the cake.
No, no, no.
I was like, okay.
Okay, new recipe.
Next time I'm eating your cake, I'm going to be like, where is it? Where is it?
See how juicy this lemon is. I mean, I love using fresh lemon juice.
Delicious.
So we need a 1/3 cup of this for this recipe.
Okay, we already have some. You've been doing this earlier. So this is basically what you get
Yes.
by the time you're...
And if you don't have access to lemon, you can use lime. But I feel lemon is more fragrance.
Okay.
But then same,
Plus, of course,
same
the
thing,
taste.
Yeah. And I also have my sour cream here.
Yeah, so...
I've creamed my butter and sugar here and my eggs.
Okay.
Because Uncle Ben was making a very loud noise. So.
Your sour cream, how did you make it? Some people are new to the show, you know.
Now, you can actually buy sour cream in superstores, but really, I make it from scratch. What I use is, I use yogurts. This 1 cup yogurt. You can see there's a chemical reaction going on.
Yeah.
I use 1 cup yogurt and 1 teaspoon baking soda, and you have this going on. You can leave it overnight, really. You know, once you do that, you let it, you know, work itself up. And there you have your sour cream.
I didn't know you could leave it overnight.
You can.
Oh, really? Now,
So-
this actually started at maybe like at this level.
Yes.
And now it's firmed and then we had
It had an
a
overflow.
whole
and
lot
so,
more of it.
So
here's the
cup
cream
runneth
batter.
over.
Literally, right?
So you have the cream butter here, which I've
Okay.
done, you know, pretty much
So what goes
under, say, 10 minutes. So I used unsalted butter for rich flavor.
All right. What else?
And so we already have our dry ingredients ready. I think that's fine. That's like, Mary, you're really good with this
Yeah,
zesting.
I know, right?
So
I
here we
learned.
have 2 tablespoons of
Okay.
lemon zests. I actually use lemon, not lime.
You have a thing for lemon zest, and trust me, it always tastes really nice in the cake.
Yes. And so you can skip your vanilla if you're using lemon zests.
Okay.
So no vanilla in this recipe.
at
So
what
now,
point- Yeah.
so we've already buttered and floured our pans.
Ready for the
Normally,
cake.
if I'm using a regular pan, I don't even put butter and flour. I don't grease it. I just line the pan with brown paper, and that's
Okay.
fine. But because I have contours, crevices on this pan, so I had to make sure that the butter gets into all the nooks and crannies. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to start adding the flour mixture.
Okay.
So I'm folding.
Shall I pour?
Sure, please.
Okay.
So
A little at a time.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Like this.
So there you
Stop,
go.
yeah.
Is it possible to move this a little bit forward,
Forward,
so
yes,
everybody
can
can see
see
what
clearly.
you're doing?
This is lime juice.
Yeah.
I thought I won't have time to zest this
Lime or
one.
lemon?
That's lime. This is lemon.
This is lemon. So
Yes.
we're doing a lime and lemon something today.
Combo, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to taste it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, I don't want to use lemon.
More
lime.
lemon.
Yeah.
Okay, should I go on with this then?
Yes, please. Fold. You're mixing.
Okay.
No, we are folding.
This is folding.
Yeah.
I've learned. See?
have.
At this rate, I should have my own bakery soon. Yeah. Okay.
I wish
so
that's
you
all there
keep-
is in the bakery.
Okay, so
Okay, so we're done
we're
now.
folding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add more flour.
Yes, please. Add more flour.
Yeah, I was trying to be careful, but you saw
Then
when
add-
the professional took it. She just went,
The sour cream as well. See how yummy. Oh.
oh my, this looks good already.
So we fold this in nicely. Can the camera catch that?
Yes, it can. It can.
Then I add my lemon. Ooh, this is good.
Okay.
So you can add a 1/3 of a cup of your crystallized ginger if you want
Okay.
more of that. If you're a ginger freak, make it 1 cup.
1 cup. Okay,
Yes.
That's one ginger free.
But you see, the crystallized ginger is not as harsh like the regular fresh ginger because we've already caramelized it and crystallized
of the
it.
sugar.
So
Okay.
it's like candied.
Ginger.
Yeah, That's what it is.
All right. Fantastic. So we're going to go on with the process and, of course, put it in the oven so the cake can, of course, bake. And I cannot wait to have the taste at the end of the show. Right now, however, we've got Yomi on standby for some etiquette. Hi, Yomi.
Hey, thanks. I have the one and only Janet Aditu here with some phone etiquette. Really, really important. Now, whether you're at home or at work or on your mobile phone, there are certain things that you need to always think about when you're making a phone call or receiving a phone call. And Janet Aditu is here to teach us a few things. We're just going to do this very quickly.
Yeah.
So let's start with receiving calls. What are the things that you should pay attention to when you're receiving calls, whether professionally or even personally?
Yeah, well, to start with, the phone is really important. Whether you're using it for business or you're using it for social reasons, we just can't do without our phone, right? Yeah. So when it comes to receiving your phone calls, the phone will ring, okay? Don't let it ring for more than 3 times or so before you pick it up. Just don't let it linger on. If you really want to pick the phone and it's right next to you, then pick it up at least after 3 calls. Yeah. When it comes to 6, 7 calls, the person's going to think that you're not there, and it goes to speak that you don't really want to pick the phone up. You know what I mean? So when you're receiving your call as well, it's also nice, to at least smile, because the truth of the matter is you don't want to respond with your bedroom voice. Yeah. Speak loud and clearly. When you smile when you're receiving your calls, we can actually feel the smile in your voice.
Yeah. One of the things that you said about receiving calls is listen well without interruption.
Absolutely. So you respond to the phone call, right? Speak clearly and say hello. But we really want you to listen to what the person has to say, and listen carefully, intentionally, before you even talk, at least to find out what the phone call is all about and who's making that phone call, And when you're receiving the call as well, we don't want you to be eating or doing any other thing while you're receiving that call, because sometimes it could be a very important call. Yeah. Don't do anything. Don't multitask while you're receiving the call, because we find that some people, they're on the computer while they're receiving the call, and even though they're speaking, their concentration is not there. And it's really all about making sure that you're intentionally listening to what that person has to say.
There's something that you said which I thought was curious. Acknowledging the person that is calling on the other side.
Yes. So most times we do have caller ID on our phones. And once you do know who's calling you, it's important to say hello and probably mention that person's name, because most times people know when you have their number on your phone. Yeah. So they expect you to know who's calling. But it's, of course, when you don't know the person, you can then ask who is calling. But caller ID is important. Acknowledge the person that is calling you, at any point in time, so that they feel, you set the tone for conversation.
Right, right. Okay, so now we're talking about making a phone call, which is sometimes can make or break a business, or actually destroy a relationship. So what are the things to look out for when you're making
Well, the very first thing that is important when you're making a call is look at the time of the day. Is it early in the morning? Is it late at night? Is it at the time when you think they're in a meeting or they're doing something? Maybe it's, if it's lunch hour, we can understand. But look at the time of the day. Call at a convenient time. Make it, a time that you know that they're probably going to be available. Even at that, by the way, once you have gotten through to the person that you're speaking to, why not you ask, is it okay for me to speak, or do you have 5 minutes? Can I just engage you for a few minutes?
So always ask if it's a good time to talk.
Politely, is it a good time to talk,
How early is too early?
Oh gosh, early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Anytime before business hours is considered quite early. Yeah. And then anything after about 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m., that is late. The person is with their family or doing other things. Unless it's a social call and you know that the person won't have any grudges against you for calling at that time, really, you should be sensitive when it comes to making that call. Of course, again, when you're making that call, cut to the chase. Don't linger on. Don't talk and take the person's time too much. Always have what you want to say in a few minutes, and then just cut the phone. You might continue the conversation later. All right. But always make sure that, you're not too dragging.
So let's talk about do's and don'ts. Let's start with don'ts first. Don't shout on the phone. That's one of the things that you always say.
Absolutely. Your phone is important. Don't shout down the phone. Please don't drop the phone on somebody while you're still in the conversation.
But sometimes they can't hear you and they keep saying hello, hello, hello. So you just feel like you need to shout for them to hear you.
No, that's why we talk about speak clearly whenever you're on the phone, not your bedroom voice. Speak loud and clearly, but not shouting down the phone. We don't want you at any point in time, you know, eating while you're on the phone, doing other things while you're on the phone. Do not have a conversation with someone and also have a phone conversation. So you're telling somebody, hold on, and while they're on the phone, they can hear you talking to someone else. Yes, absolutely. We don't want you doing that at all, you know. And be careful with your ringtones as well. You know, sometimes some people's ringtones, especially if it's your business phone. Yeah, then you just have to start to hear something. So have separate phones.
Then everybody just wants out, okay, whose ringtone is that?
Exactly. Yeah. So separate your social phone from your business phone. Right. You can have a phone that can carry 2-3 SIM cards nowadays. But be mindful, there's a downside to it. If you lose your phone, you lose all the things on the phone. But at the same time, it's good in the sense that you know which phone you're using for your friends and you know which phone you're using for business and things like that. That's really important.
So one of the things that you always also say is don't cut the phone on someone or drop the phone on someone.
No, it's really rude. Even if you're upset, you know, as much as possible, people don't just like that. Find a way of slowing down the conversation and say, you know what, can I really call you back later? I'm a bit busy at this point in time, you know. And, you know, even at that time as well, the do's are always ask people, start your conversation with pleasantries. How are you today? How's the family? And things like that. It sets the tone for a good conversation. And when you finish the call, both of you should say, you know, bye-bye and things like that. But there's something that I always like when I'm talking about phones, and there's an acronym. You want to leave a good image about yourself. The phone tells that person on the other end your personality, your character, and the kind of person that you are. From the way you say hello, from your ringtone, from the way you respond to text messages or any form of message, it tells us who you are. So there's an acronym. I call it PICTURE, and it is the true spelling of the word picture. Whenever you're on the phone, you really want to have the right pitch, that's P, the right pitch of your voice, not too loud, not too, you know, not too grumpy, not too slow. Pitch is important. Inflection. Make sure that when you're talking, there's an element of inflection in, so that people, when they're listening to you, they really want to concentrate on what you're saying. If it's boring, you cut the person off. C is for courtesy. Always have courtesy on the other end. You don't know who you're speaking to. No matter if the voice sounds soft and gentle, the person could be much older, could be a major important person, or a VIP client. T is the tone of voice. Not too loud as well, not too low, okay? And making sure that the speed of your voice is also not too fast and not too slow. U is, you know, understanding. Have you listened well to the conversation? Do you understand what they're saying so that you can respond appropriately when you really want to talk back? And R is respect, okay? Want you to make sure that you do respect whoever you're talking to. It doesn't really matter, you know. So, yes, ma'am, good evening, sir, good morning, sir, good morning, ma, that kind of thing. And enunciation. Try and pronounce your words as best you possibly can. And that's the whole acronym of PICTURE.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Janet Aditu for joining us this morning. I hope you learned something. We're going to take a break now, and of course, there's more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back, and on the show we've had a number of heroes coming to talk to us about their heroic deeds and of course their journey to becoming an Indomie hero. Now we have Tope Asiwaju, who is here with me to talk to us about October 6th as they honor new batches of heroes. You're welcome. It's great to have you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, so good. This has been on for quite a while, and we're having this edition this year on the 6th of October.
All right.
All right, so let's get to it. We just have exactly a week to the awards. What are we to expect at this year's Heroes Awards?
Okay, good morning, viewers. I think what we need to understand is that, I mean, we've gone over this for the past 10 years. This will be the 11th edition.
Wow.
And, of course, we keep bringing out heroes in Nigeria. And what really would you expect this year? I'll say that, I mean, there are a lot of stories that we have received. Well over 380 stories we're able to prune it down. Judges have sat over them. And, of course, we have waiting heroes, so to speak. And I can tell you that the stories are quite very, very touching. Some, I mean, very emotional about it. I can think it's going to be very, very good this year. And I can tell Nigerians that what they normally will get from Indomie, they will always get the best.
Now, you see, this is somewhere I want to come in now. How the process definitely is going to be a very hard one. How do your judges get to pick which stories? Because I've gone through some stories at different times, and I've seen how, you know, emotional, how touching each and every one of the stories are. how do your judges get to pick the stories they're going to give awards to?
I think first and foremost, that's why we always ensure that the people on the panel of judges are very credible people, very credible Nigerians they will look beyond just the story alone. And they also set criteria for some of these stories, and based on that, why they come up with who becomes the first, who becomes the second, or who becomes the third at any point in time. We've also taken our time to also make sure that, heroes don't come easily like that.
They don't.
Of different stories to different categories, we also had physical stories, social stories, and of course, academic stories. So all these things have been broken down for ease of scoring. And that is what we have done so far.
Are the judges, are they known to the public? Is this something that you can let us know?
Yeah, of course, the judges are known to the public. They sat last Thursday with 20th. Of course, in-house, we have a professor of law. We have Abiola Sonny. Of course, we have Morayo Afolabi Brown. We have Agatha Amartha. We have Kunle Adeniyi. We have Mr. Elesho. And quite a number of them. the 7 altogether. And of course, these have been something that we have looked at, and of course we keep giving kudos to them for every time they do this job.
Right now, the 11th year, how much would you say the Indomie Hero Awards has affected society?
Excellent. For us as a brand, what we just keep hammering is that the more of these heroic kids that we turn out every year, the better it is for Nigerian society. Because, these are kids who have done wonderfully well in various heroic acts. And we know that the more of them, the more people begin to see them. Usually things like this happen unnoticed, uncelebrated. Now, as a brand, we've decided that, okay, we'll recognize them and we'll celebrate them. So for more people who come into that fold, for more people who see them, believe so much, okay, yes, this is Nigeria, this is what Nigeria should actually be. Rather than us just listening to negative stories all the time,
You're right.
It means there's so lot of good things happening in Nigeria, which is what celebrating.
So we would have to say that the impact is quite enormous.
The impact is quite enormous.
Now, okay, let's get to the details of this year. Where the venue, the time, is it open to the general public? Let's talk about details of the event this year.
Okay, this year's event is going to happen on the 6th of October, Saturday, 6th of October, 2018. Of course, it's going to happen at the Federal Palace Marquee. And say it's not open to general public. It's, because we don't even have that kind of space.
That's why I had to ask that. But then, this is why you're telling people the venue. Some people will just show up that day.
What we also ensure to do is that, it's going to be, that's why we've involved so many media houses like yours.
Okay.
So, for those who will not be physically at the venue, they can always watch on TV and all these platforms. You can always see it. Of course, it will also be on social media, so everybody can follow.
So invites have been sent out to those who are to be there.
Yes, you're right.
Those who are to be there.
Right.
Now, looking at this, looking forward, it's you've done so well. These heroes have come out, and I know you follow up on them.
Yeah, we have.
And all of that. It's been 10 years and all of that. Your success story so far. Looking at these individuals, what do you think in what way do you think they can impact society? Looking back, because I know you do follow-ups. How has the success stories been after you've given them the awards?
For us, it's always been a source. We're always very happy about it. When you see, for instance, somebody who had won 10 years ago. 10 years ago is quite a long time. She's graduated. She's working right now. You look at them and okay, ordinarily, without this recognition and being celebrated, maybe they probably would not have fitted into the society, so to speak. But now, everybody knows them. They're they can fend for themselves. Some are married. Some rub shoulders with high and mighty in the society right now. Because some of those past winners are also going to be invited. So year in, year out, we see that we continue to move them from that ground zero to another level, which will now become, yes, you can fend for yourself. Despite everything that you had gone through, now you have made success, you have made something out of nothing, and that is what we keep celebrating.
I must commend the brand Indomie for doing such a wonderful job. It's a very commendable venture and all of that, and I'm wishing you the best on the 6th of October.
Thank you.
So social media and all that, you can watch it. We can watch it live on TV and all of that, and wishing you the best.
Thank you
very much.
It
was good having you on the show.
Same here.
Thank you very much. All right, that's all we can take for the first half of the show. We still have a lot more coming up. You don't want to miss the second half.
It's Wake Up Nigeria. Good morning to you. We have loads more coming for you on the show. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. It's the Thursday edition of Wake Up Nigeria, and you have been, if you have to be on the move, you can check us out online at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. For comments, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter as well.
It's great to have questions there as well, especially if you're looking out for some of our guests. Ask them some questions ahead of time. You never know.
You never know. That's true. That's true.
We have Orezi stepping into the building soon enough. He'll be chatting with us as well as giving us a performance.
Well, Thursdays are for books, and we'll be having a book chat with Oluwatosin Ajibade, a.k.a. Olori Supergal, on her new book, From Social Misfit to Social Media Hero, right here on the show.
Oh, wow. It's amazing when you can be called a social media hero now. Things have changed so much.
The social media has actually influenced so many people. It's made better, people of so many folks.
Yeah.
I see people being referred to as YouTube stars. Yeah. These are people who live everyday lives.
Yeah, influencers.
Influencers.
Yeah.
The influencer thing is questionable.
See, you know why? Look, they just look. How do I put it now? You see, most of these people, it's all about people that have the most subscribers on YouTube and the most followers, and some of them do crazy stuff.
Yeah, they do crazy stuff to get the followers, but then there are some people who do legitimately very creative
there's this young girl who's supposed to be I think she's about 10 or so, who just goes about destroying stuff, spending money and all. She has one very funny name. She just spends money and she's very, very lousy. She's breaking up stuff, destroying stuff. There's this guy, I don't know if you've ever seen this video about this guy, that these guys are blend stuff. They blend phones, they blend everything.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Crazy stuff people do.
So content creation is a big thing now.
It is.
So for people who do content, it's really about what's going to get the most eyeballs.
That's just it.
The most people watching whatever it is that you do. So the crazier it is, the more people want to watch it and share it as well.
You also have to keep an eye out for children. I'm not one for child stars. I know it's important to have, children celebs, because of course they have to act in movies and all. But unfortunately, over the years, it's been proven that many young children do not know how to handle fame. We're talking about the Justin Bieber. Some are just barely lucky to get over it. Like Justin was lucky.
Yeah, but
Demi Lovato.
The thing is,
I'm telling you.
okay, if I should, so it does have, no, you have to really put boundaries in place.
Yeah.
Like especially in terms of security, personal safety and privacy, but if your child knows how to dance, that child is gonna influence other children to learn to dance, so having a star as a dancer, that's a skill.
That child will influence, but let's look at the adverse effects. I'll tell you something, unless you as a mother or a father, you're ready to be your child's manager, most times it goes awry.
Yeah.
If you look at the most successful child celebrities, those that are still very successful, you realize that they had their mother or their father involved. Take Beyonce, for example.
Okay, you know what?
Even the Kardashians.
We just end it to this song. Have you seen my childhood? It's like the most soulful Michael Jackson song
Let's not go to Michael Jackson there, because that guy went through.
He just goes like
Michael
that.
Jackson went through quite a lot.
He went through quite a lot. We look at the face value of
So
all
on
the
that note,
accusations.
I think maybe I'll go with Mary.
Okay, so moving away from the childhood topic, Labour is going on strike today, and the major reason is that they want a minimum wage of 45,000 naira. From 18,000, so that's a big deal, and a lot of people are saying that it's not going to be possible. Nigeria can't afford it, but even Labour is saying even the people that you're paying 45,000 are still not able to make ends meet. Yeah. So that's actually what the minimum should be. That's the argument that Labour is bringing.
I can't stop laughing because I just feel like carrying this table and shaking it. If the public sector starts paying minimum wage of 45,000, it means that many people working in the private sector are going to be earning what? There's so many people in private sector that are earning 25,000, 20,000. You leave your house every day and you get paid something that can barely pay your fare to and fro. So is this going to also have an effect on the private organizations, or will it be a case of, oh, public organizations are paying 45,000 and I'm working for a private institution and I'm earning the same amount as, say, a level 1 officer in public sector is earning?
There's so many questions. Hopefully we'll get the right answer soon enough.
You're welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Esegine Allen, you probably know him as Orezi. He is a Nigerian musician who rose to prominence with his song Rihanna, and that was back in 2013. But his first release was I No Fit Lie, and the song then became a real success. I remember the then Radio Continental made it a theme song. So, Orezi, what are you going to be performing for us today?
Yeah, I'm going to be performing my new song. It's titled Wake It.
Wake It, like Mogbe.
Wake It.
Ah, okay. Take it away.
All right. All of them sexy girls, me not keep on feeding on ya, you know. Me don't want girl with no panty on. I'm a tenner. It don't take when you done the way for it. I'm a tenner. It don't take when you done the way for it. Girl, when you whine, just a whine at me, they go. Girl, when you whine, you they make me lose control. Your body bad, heart attack, after 40 girls, now your booty biggie pass. For your mother, girl, already spend the cash. I say, what boy, me and no carry last. Pass me the lighter. Me want light up the ganja. Girl, you they make my head scatter. Me no want rough and do you. Yeah, anytime you wear me the skirt, you they make the man think to the race. Pressure when you roll in your waist. Girl, I wanna touch you every day. Girl, when you whine, just a whine at me, they go. Girl, when you whine, you they make me lose control. Girl, when you whine, just a whine at me, they go. Girl, when you whine, you they make me lose control. I'm a tenner. It don't take when you done the way for it. I'm a tenner. It don't take when you done the way for it. Baby, I'm in love with your body. All you're doing is with me. Hope you're ready for the sex scene. Yeah. Oh, baby, I'm in love with your body. Yeah. All you're doing is this with me. Yeah. Are you ready for the sex scene? Yeah. Oh, na. Say it. Na. Oh, yo. Oh, na. Girl, when you whine, just a whine at me, they go. Girl, when you whine, you they make me lose control. Girl, when you whine, just a whine at me, they go. Girl, when you whine, you they make me lose control. Oh, na. Me say it. Na. Oh, yo. Oh, na. Me say it, yeah. Oh, yo. Big booty girl, what I want. Bend down, select for your man. Yeah, man.
The piano on the beat.
Worry chaperones are there.
I see it. If there's something I'm well known for, it's the fact that I can't dance to save my life, so it's all right. Well, thank you very much for that performance. Interesting one, really interesting. Yeah. Well, we will be having a sit down with him later on the show. You need to stay with us for that. In the meantime, however, Yomi is with Olori Supergirl in the studio. Hi, Yomi.
All right, thanks so much, Orezi and Mary there. Well, we've got a book right here, Olori Supergirl. Oluwatosin Ajibade. If you know that blog and maybe you follow the blog and you've been on Instagram or whatever, you will be meeting the face behind that blog right here on the show right now. Now, she is the founder of leading lifestyle and entertainment website olorisupergal.com, and more recently www.olorisupergal.co.za. And she's one of the early adopters of social media in Nigeria. And she's an award-winning entrepreneur who has worked with over 300 corporate and individual client brands. And recently, she added the title of author to her feathers. Now, she is the author of this book, From Social Misfit to Social Media Hero. And she's joining us right now to talk about it. Now, congratulations on the launch of this book.
Thank you so much.
It's not a very big book,
no, it's not.
Just over 100 pages, but it's packed with a lot of information. You were honest about many things that occurred in your life personally while growing up, going to school, and all of that. Tell us why you felt at this point in your life you needed to write this book.
Okay, so for me, it's just something that I wanted to talk about something. So being the fact that I've been in this space, social media space, for some years, and most people don't really know where or how it all started. And I mean, looking at me back then, if you tell me, Tosin, you'll be in front of the cameras right now, sitting I will tell you, no way, it won't happen. So I grew up as a young, I grew up as a shy girl, an introvert most of the time, and I usually just keep to myself. But I found social media one way or the other, and it actually led me to what I am and who I am today. And it has actually opened, doors for me, and also I needed to just talk about it and also share my own story and about how it all started. So people don't get this misconception of anybody, different things of what people just want to talk about. So I just needed to tell my own personal and professional, story.
One of the things that struck me about the book was that you talked about your entrepreneurial spirit, which started early. And that's what you also brought into your passion for social media. So it was almost like the entrepreneurial spirit meeting this passion for social media. So tell us about that.
Okay, so for me, I always look out for opportunities. When they tell you, opportunities comes but once. But for me, it's just like when you see it and you understand it, just grab it and make use of it. So right from when I was in school, I would always do small businesses, sell, foolscap sheets, doing tests. Students would not want to go downstairs. Yeah,
to buy foolscap. So you had foolscap and they would buy from you. But you got that from your mom, though, because she had a shop.
Yeah, she had a shop and so I would do that. I even sold beads. I taught people how to, make beads. I did. Side hustles. I had side hustles then, but I didn't see them as hustles. I just saw them as something that, I just needed to do because there was a gap or there was a space at that time. So for me, it's just helped me, grow bigger and all. Until now, I still do the same, still the same thing. If I see if there's an opportunity here, why can't I? Let me just do this. Let me just grab it and then do it.
Yeah. Now, one of the things that you also talked about was, it's not a very big book, like I said, but it's you put in so much in it. You talked about the things to look out for if you want to go into social media. If a young girl is reading this book and they said, you know what, I want to be like her. You actually had, this step-by-step, going on social media, what to look out for if you wanted to choose Instagram and all of that, right? Talk to us about that.
Okay, so for most people, as we all know today now, most people, they want to be influencers, maybe social media influencers or something, or people just like the idea, or just like, okay, it comes with this beauty. Yeah. Everybody wants to be online, everybody wants to be known. So, but there are certain things you need to watch out for rather than just jump on it.
People don't know it's a process.
They don't know. It's actually a process. It's a big. So one of the things you need to do is, number one, you need to find a niche for yourself, and then number two, have something you're interested in. So if it's book, travel, food, photography, anything, just have an interest, because at the end of the day, it should tell if you are not going to be consistent, doing such. So are you just trying to keep up with the Joneses, or you're just trying to be yourself? So one of the things I tell people is just be yourself, because that's what you need. You need yourself to be.
Yeah, Tosin, one of the things that, reading this book struck me was the way you started. Apart from the passion and entrepreneurship that you put into the work that you were doing, you were in cyber cafes for a long time. And you know, a lot of people seeing this and saying, no, I want to be a YouTube star, I want to be an influencer. They don't think about the struggle, the things that you have to go through to get to the location where you're trying to get to. But talk to us about some of these things that the sacrifices, you know, the things that you have to do when you wake up every day and make sure that this
so honestly, then of course it was just is either you have a laptop or you go to the cyber cafe, and then I didn't have one, so I usually go to the cafe. In short, they even know me, so I have a dedicated system with a UPS. So they give me, you know, longer hours. I buy at a very, very affordable rate, and then I do my job, you know, sit on Facebook, do what I need to do. Then I had friends who used to organize monthly celebrity parties. They'll invite celebrities, celebrate them. Maybe one of my friends is doing something else. Then they'll put the whole thing on me. Oh, yeah, Tosin, go online, go and do this. And then I'll just put my own, I'll do my own thing. So I'll say, I'll call it my own magic. So I just do my own thing and all. And then it's actually, you know, helped me see other things. And people were also telling me, oh, do you know you can actually make money off this? And I was like, why should I charge you, you know, for just telling people what to do? I didn't see it from the business angle, but some people actually helped me open that, you know, space to say, Tosi, do you know what, you can actually make money off this? And here we are today. Almost everybody you see online are called influencers. Almost everybody you see today are bloggers, YouTube stars, and the rest of them, and they are making money. So social media has actually, you know, done a lot for me personally, professionally, and even for other people that are actually out there, you know. So it's actually a good thing. I mean, for the sacrifices, spending so many hours at the cyber cafe, you know, being harassed by boys, because then forex trade was actually, you know, in town there. So they always think, oh, what's this girl doing? What's she doing? And oh, maybe Yahoo. They
will even think that you're foreign. Exactly, because while you're in the cyber cafe, you will also see some other people who are making some clandestine.
You know, there's this thing, they will change the IP address, and I didn't know what IP address. I was just doing my own thing. When I was not comfortable any longer. Then I started to save up, and I got my first laptop, got my first modem, and then I set up my own small business in my room, in my dad's house. And I also got myself a generator because my dad didn't always like the gen.
So you know, from one level, you just kept moving.
It's actually a process.
Wow, absolutely amazing. I mean, this book is really, really inspiring, and I think every young person should get a copy. Olori Supergirl, from social media misfit to social media hero. She's also got a conference, the New Media Conference, and you can check that out. Follow her on social media as well, and you get some more information from her. Are we giving out copies of this book?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, so maybe one or two. So tag us, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria, tag us, and also tag Olori Supergirl and Tosin Ajibade, and we'll see how you can get a copy of this book. All right, so Orezi is up for a chat with Mike after this break.
All right, welcome back. Now, earlier on, Alhaji Orezi gave us a musical performance on the show, and he's here for us to talk to him. It's great to have you. You're welcome, boss.
Man, good to be here.
Man, you're asking for my suit. I'll give you this suit. There are many things to take from you now. There's wash, there's shade, there's many things. The shades, very many things. So I'll give the suit gladly. Alhaji Orezi, great to have you. You're welcome. Good to be here. So how have you been? Where have you been? I don't know, man. You've been under the radar for what's the latest with Alhaji Orezi?
Oh, me, I'm just living my life because I can't always be an artist, man. But basically, I've been doing some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, just chilling. But right now, I got a new single out. Okay. Yeah, so was it back?
Was it an intended break, or you just had to focus? Did you decide to go on a break, or something just happened and maybe you had to chill?
It wasn't even really like a break, but I was just not at the forefront.
Yes, sure, yeah. It
wasn't like a break. I was just not at the forefront. I still put out music, but I just had some other things taking more of my attention at that time. Yeah.
All right. You know, I've had this talk with some people, and I also want to put it to you also. When you're writing songs, do you know a song is a hit before it comes out? Like, do you have that feeling like, this is not the song we're going to make come, or something like that?
I've had that feeling a lot of times and get disappointed.
Exactly. So the ones that became hits.
Yeah, so you cannot know. So you can't really know which one is a hit. You can't really know. But you just have that, feeling like this might be a hit. You have that feeling. You understand? Most of my songs that has been big, I never knew. Especially Shoki. I feel like Shoki is one of my biggest mainstream Afrobeat song. Shoki was a song I didn't want to release because I felt at that time it wasn't the type of song that people know me for. You know, I felt like Shoki was a little bit raz, you know, Alaji or Rezi. So I felt like it was raz, you know. I was like, no, I'm not releasing this song. Then my friend was like, Rezi, this song is mad, oh. This song is mad, oh. I said, no, you know, be like my other song, fresh vibe, you know. So I didn't know, but that song, 7 days after I released it, I was already performing it. I was being booked 7 days after.
You know, but yeah, this brings me to the question: how much do you think we should try to go out of our comfort zone? Because that was not, like you said, it was not your genre. It was not something that came to you, but that was what really brought your Rezi out to us. How important do you think it is for people to leave their comfort zones at times?
Yeah, I think it's very important to leave your comfort zone because when you're comfortable with something, sometimes you get used to it, and people also get used to it. So you need to always reinvent yourself and just go out of your
Because I'm asking this question for myself and a lot of other people out there because honestly, there are some things that I just feel like, nah, I can't do this thing. But who know, you know whether they might blow in.
You don't understand because when the regular thing, especially that you've been used to doing, people are already used to it. So at every point in time, you need to just switch a little bit. So when you switch, it works.
So it's more or less
switch,
like,
you know, work, you go back again.
You go back again and then you try to get up something. So it's more or less like what people want, trying to put out there what people want more than, I'm talking of music now. Is it more of a reason of giving out people what they want more than what you have or more than who you are?
You should find a way to strike a balance. You should find a way to strike a balance because as an artist, there are certain things you want to see, want people to perceive you as or perceive your music as. So, and there's certain things they want from you. So you find a way to just put both of them, put a balance.
So your newest single, let's talk about the newest single. How much of, which side does it move to in the balance? Is it more of the chill already or the raz already?
It's more of the chill already, and it's actually more of what I want this time around.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you think it's going to resonate with the public?
Yeah, I'm optimistic about it.
You're optimistic?
Yeah.
Let's have a feel of that optimism.
I feel like feel it.
Let's have a feel of that optimism.
Mommy and daddy, I beg I beg I see hear the music, just the dance. I beg I see hear the music, just the dance. I want them in London, Ijo shocking one Joe. I want them in America, Ijo shocking one Joe. I want Agege, Ijo shocking one Joe. I know say you like to dance, I know say you like to shake it, I know say you like to move, and I know say you like to break it. Oh yeah, shake.
This is a classic. What are the highest heights this song ever took you to?
The highest height, I think I got the former President Goodluck Jonathan to dance Shoki with me.
Wow.
Yeah, was it 2015, during the campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at some event and he was there. So when I was performing, I went to get him to dance Shoki. So I think that should be like the highest moment, Shoki.
All right, moving on from here, what are we expecting? Is there a body of work coming out? What should the fans
I was planning to release a body of work before the end of the year, but I just moved it to February.
Why not?
I feel like, we had on the end and everything's just on a fast pace.
Okay.
So, and then I just feel like more time to just probably perfect the craft. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we expecting in the album? How many tracks are there? Features we're expecting?
Definitely. I got like 2 big South African artists on it. I got one of the biggest female artists out of the continent on it, and I got some East African.
Okay. So you're trying something African, something that can
The album is going to be more African and also more global.
All right, cool. And how many tracks are we expecting?
It's not going to be more than 12.
12. Yeah. That's quite something.
Yeah.
Any new videos or something coming up with?
I got a new one out now for the new song Wicked, and I'm also going to be dropping one more song before the end of the year and the video. So.
All right, cool. Nice one. So we're going to head over to the. He has been eyeing the cake since.
That's been distracting me. I cannot wait. But then we'll head over. Let's check out Miriam and the rest of the crew, how far they've gone. Let's see finish material and then we'll join them there.
You're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, please have a seat. Orezi, man.
Orezi here.
Chief, well done.
Okay, so the cake is ready. It cannot fit on Mike's head, so you can't have it, sorry. By Chef Jules.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Chef Jules.
So here we have my signature ginger lemon buns cake. Buns as in B-U-N-D.
Not burnt. I saw the look on her face like...
Okay, so there's some lemon in this thing.
Yes. Ginger as well, lime as well.
Crystallized ginger.
Lime, lemon, ginger.
Burst of flavor.
Is there sugar, Sha?
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, as long as it's sweet, it's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll cut us a wedge as usual.
Oh, yeah.
So we can have our
Where's the
guests
knife?
try them.
Where's the knife?
We're looking for the knife. There you go.
The small knife is
Okay,
fine.
and I need the other one as well.
Huh?
This
one?
Yeah.
See now, I know how this thing
Ah, no, this is too big.
That's too large.
I was expecting this small.
Maybe we'll just use a fork
so just use a fork
to pull it in.
Okay.
Yeah. So cut it like this.
Yeah.
Like this. We need a lifter.
That's what this was supposed to be.
Let me hold it with this. Can we try this? Mike.
Yes, that's
Perfect.
This cake is smelling nice.
You have started swallowing before it's in your mouth. That's a serious something. Wait till you taste
So
it.
you need another wedge, right?
Maybe 2 wedges?
Yeah, 2 wedges.
Will you be able to fit?
It'll fit, don't worry.
Okay. Let's see.
Oops. Like half a wedge.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, so we eat together in peace. Let's have you try it.
So let's have a taste and let us know the
nice.
different tastes that you can
Let's capture the moments.
Yeah, we
you
should.
can capture. You're capturing the moment.
Yes.
Chef Juice.
The whole building, like everybody's
Everybody's
they're going to make their way here right after the show, I'm sure. What do you think?
Yeah, so it's fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
I also like that it's delicious. Wow.
Ooh.
Soft. When it's hot.
I like you already.
I'm very slow to...
Very slow.
You're still processing it.
I need to have another one.
All right, don't forget, we're giving out copies of Olori Supergirl.
Yep.
The from social media misfit to social media hero. Really, really important book, and you can get it. But I want to say a big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on the show, as usual, every single day. We thank you for all you're doing. And also, Follows Place.
Yeah, for last place for styling our hair. Thank you so much.
All right, so Friday is going to be a big day.
Yep.
So make sure you join us on the show, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Thank you to Olori Supergirl, Tosin, and also Orezi for joining us this morning.
Gracias, gracias.
We'll be back Friday.
Indeed.
All right, bye-bye.
Have a nice day, people.